Oh, this is a video about another video on my schizophrenia. So essentially, it's like I'm Lenny Wakura, and I believe I also don't have a human body, but that's besides the point. What I believe is that Lenny Wakura is, well, many things, but Lenny Wakura is Allah, the one God. That's what I personally believe. And I know you can disagree with me. I'm just another man, but I'm saying what I believe is Lenny Wakura, by coming into the universe, had written the Quran solipsistically and also can read it by Arabic Noor and recite it also through Arabic Noor, which is something I'm actually able to do, which is a language of Allah is called Noor, and there are 8 different versions of Noor. But what I also believe is that, well, all the ancient Islamic texts that must be read, even though I can't read them because they're in Arabic, so I can't really be an Islamic scholar, is that every single Arabic text that was written is actually already inside of Lini Wakura. So she actually knows all the ancient Islamic texts, even if she isn't able to read them as they were in Arabic just because I don't know Arabic, you know? And it's like I actually have Arabic tattooed on my arm. But it's like I also have stomach tattoos, and I have a tattoo on my leg that says "Suffer On," which is an album by Wicked Phase Springs Eternal. I made a video about my tattoos a while ago. But anyways, what's going on with my mind? Well, essentially, I'm writing a book called Neuristic Thoughts that's supposed to parallel these thousands of pages of ancient Islamic texts, but it's actually a lot of work, and I tend to just make videos instead of actually doing any work. And I smoke 30 cigarettes a day and drink like 20 cups of instant coffee a day. And I fantasize about drinking alcohol or smoking crack, but I'm sober, and I've been sober for 2 years now. But something that I believe, um, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, I'm saying what I was going to do was also because Lini Wakura is a Japanese girl, and of course she wants to study, but she is also Kichi, who is this South Korean Mexican black woman. Um, and as a result of I being those things, I sort of have this vibe where I feel like I need to study specific things that really interest me, but it's hard to study when you're struggling with addictions to cigarettes. I never seem to be able to find the time, and I make videos and listen to music instead. But what I could be doing is reading, like, let's say I read what my profession was is literature, philosophy, and chess. That's what I want to pursue, and that's what I want to put most of my time into. Obviously, I don't know another language other than the languages of Norse, so I couldn't read any like French books or German books. I couldn't read any Polish books. I couldn't read anything other than American literature. But American literature is very beautiful, so I don't mind reading just American literature, or I mean English literature. But what I'm saying is like something I could also I could also well, let's say hypothetically, there are also a few areas of topics that I want to know about. So that's Islam is very interesting to me, and also all sorts of things people who aren't normies know about on computers. Like there's a specific subset of video games and stuff that I know a lot about, but there's also like I like reading about things online and I like learning things. But what I'm saying is you could spend like 12 hours a day reading books if you weren't a smoker. If I didn't smoke 24/7, I could actually accomplish something with my life. But instead, I end up smoking instead of actually working on these reading and studying that I actually want to do. And it's like at the library, you can find specific books and novels and just, for leisure. But if you want to find more interesting books, you sort of have to go on your computer and find them on the internet. But you can find all sorts of books. I mean, I just feel like I have to do it. I've read probably like maybe 20 books in my life, but I actually think I'm a very smart person with a very high IQ. But I've only read about 20 books in my life, and I say, what if I read 1,000 books? Because I've met people who have read hundreds of books, and I thought, wow, that's what I want to do. I want to read like 1,000 books. I'm not really like I don't think I'm able to. I just don't feel like it's possible. Well, I'm not really interested in getting a job and making money. I'm more interested in knowing everything there is to know about the world and being smart as fuck. So I want to like read as many books as I possibly can, and I'm still not done with the Quran yet. You have to understand how bad this is. I smoke so much and just don't do anything productive, and I end up never reading the Quran. I'm still not done with it yet. And it's like I've gotten a page. What page am I on? 393, which is chapter 25, the Al Furqan. But it's like there's so much in this world that you can know. Like, I want to be able to study, which might only be in Chinese, but I want to be able to study Confucianism, since I believe that Kichi, who was leading Iwakura, is Confucius, and that's something that interests me. Also, I mean, there's more interesting things that I'll never have the time to learn, such as the South Korean language, or well, maybe the South Korean language or the French language, which are interesting to me. And also, I don't know, man. I have a lot of I have a lot of things I'm interested in,